Back in 2017, a 14-year-old girl decided that she wanted to be an utaite, which is a group of people that cover anime songs, J-rock songs, J-pop songs, vocaloid songs. She decided to cover the song Kimi no Taiyon. That girl was Ado, and by following that dream of becoming an utaite, she eventually became one of Japan's biggest and most successful singers ever. Ado was born in 2002, Tokyo. When she was a kid, she wanted to be a mangaka, but her classmates actually made fun of her, and that was not encouraging at all, so she stopped drawing for a while. But when she was 6 years old, her cousin showed her the vocaloid song Aku no Musume, and that was actually her first exposition to vocaloid. Very quickly, Ado began to love Hatsune Miku. There's obviously a lot of voice banks for Vocaloid, but Miku was always her favorite. Always. After some years, Ado started watching a lot of utaite covers on Nico Nico Douga. The utaite usually call their vocal covers utatemita, which basically means I tried to sing this song. As a bonus fact, Ado used to watch those covers using her Nintendo 3DS.
そう、3DS って録音機能があったので、3DS とか、うごめもんの中に録音機能があったので、それをうまいこと利用して、うごめも内で歌を投稿してる人もいて、うわー、私も歌いてなりたいと思ってるから、ちょっとうごめもんにも投稿しようって言って、うごめもんに、その頃からアドとして投稿して、みたいな。
Sometimes nowadays, she still does some live streams playing games. She played Minecraft recently and it got pretty viral.
おはようおはよう世界雲にはちゃちゃう
Since most utaite don't really show their faces, only their voices, Ado got inspired because she was actually a really shy teen. Most of her teachers actually used to remind her of how shy she was, and it made things even worse. But since she loves Vocaloid and she loved utaite content, she decided to give it a go. On 2017, she created a Nico Nico account and uploaded her first cover, which was of the song Kimi no Taiyon. She decided that her artist name would be Ado because Ado is the name of a support character in a traditional Japanese theater called Kyogen. Yes, Kyogen is also the name of her first album. Initially, she didn't even know that Ado was a support character. She just enjoyed how the word looked and sounded. But after learning that Ado was a support character, she enjoyed it even more because she said she wanted to be the support character for people. Her first few covers actually did not perform very well. Remember that it was already 2017. People already had really good recording equipment, good microphones, good headsets, professionals to mix and master songs. And Ado was actually singing on her makeshift studio, which was her own closet. She just tried to hang a lot of paper around the walls to dampen any sound and any echo that she could. She only had a common headset and a cheap microphone and passion. At that point, Ado was nearing the end of school years, and she was starting to doubt herself if she could even find a job after finishing high school. On the last couple of tests, she was not performing very well. She even said that in one of her tests, she got a 9 out of 100.
私はね、もう地理歴史のテストがあったんだけどね、それはね、もうすごいよ。私ね、もう答案用紙を見て、もうスラスラって全部書いてって、で、はい、答案、テスト返却の時期がやってきて、自分とテストをね、もらった時ね、もう自分に感動した。だってね、地理歴史のテストがね、9点だったの。10点満点中じゃないよ。100点満点で。
Ado was insecure to the point where later on an interview she revealed that if she didn't become a singer, she would have become a NEET. From 2017 to 2019, she kept releasing her covers. And 2019 was actually a really big year for Ado. While she was posting, she started gaining traction. A lot of fellow artists started to notice her, and she was invited to do some collabs. She also did one cover of Boca della Verità, which actually exploded. And it actually has more views than the original song, which is a Vocaloid song as well. But none of the traction got even close to what would happen in 2020. By October of that year, Ado became a part of Universal Music Japan itself. And with that partnership happening, a single day before her 18th birthday, she released Usewa, which is, to this day, her most famous song. This fucking song exploded in Japan. It broke like every musical chart possible. Just for comparison, overseas we use Billboard as our main musical chart, right? Usewa topped at number 41 in the global charts of Billboard. It was unmatched. Everyone knew who Ado was out of nowhere. And even though people knew Ado, she did not reveal her face, which only made people even more curious and more intrigued. If she was previously famous in the Otaite bubble, now she is an actual star, not only in Japan but overseas as well, with a single song, her first single while she was still 17. What the fuck? Usewa got so big for a plethora of reasons. First of all, Ado's age was known at the time. People knew she was still a high schooler, which by itself is impressive. Not only that, but her vocal performance was outstanding. Instead of going for a very feminine and soft singing voice, she was straight up shouting. Not in a non-musical way. She delivered powerful and raw sounding vocals that sounded amazing. Usewa directly translates to shut the fuck up. And it's essentially a young person's rage against the old generation and how they do things, how Japan's work culture sucks, and how tiring it is to deal with all of their bullshit. So, for the younger generation, the song became a form of anthem, a song that spoke for them, that signalized their anger towards societal expectations and everything. And at the same time, the song became super controversial between older folks. Japan's population is fairly old in comparison to the rest of the world, so let's just say that quite a lot of old people didn't take this song as nicely as you would imagine. But it didn't really matter what anyone thought of the song, the fame that it got was just undeniable. After then a bit more than 3 months, Usewa had 100 million views on YouTube, and now 5 years later, it has 400 million views on YouTube and 290 million on Spotify. Also, the music video for Usewa actually popularized that style of editing, which uses a lot of still images, but they animate it, so that even if it's kind of like a slideshow, there's still movement. It still keeps your eyes hooked. After Usewa, her next single would come out on Christmas Eve of 2020, and it was named Ready Made. My god, I love this song. And then after she released Gira Gira, which is just as good. Her first 3 singles were just amazing, back to back, 3 amazing songs. Also, Gira Gira has my favorite aesthetics for her music videos to this day. I just love it. Her 4th single, Odo, was easily the most different one. It was an EDM track with even some Latino vibes as well. But as I expected, it's still a banger. It's also worth mentioning that all of the 4 songs were produced by big names in the Vocaloid producer scene, and all the while, Ado kept growing popularity. Nowadays, her channel sits at 6 million subscribers, and on Spotify, she has 6,400,000 monthly listeners. I could keep on talking about how she managed to get even bigger and even bigger, but I think you get the gist of it. The last thing that I do want to talk about is that Ado actually has a song with Imagine Dragons. The song came out in 2024 and it was like the most random collab I have ever seen. I am not a fan of Imagine Dragons, but it was so funny to see that happening that I just kinda love it. I love that it exists. Ado has also toured most of the world right now. She did a super huge world tour named Hibana. Nowadays, Ado is 23 years old and she's famous worldwide. There's not even much else to say. She went from being a super shy kid that was even bullied a bit to someone that conquered the world while being that young. Fucking crazy. And all the while, she never really released her face. She never did any face reveal. On her live shows, she and her team actually do something really amazing, which is playing with the lights in the place to never really show her face, using shadows, using bright colors. She never showed her face. Now, of course, there are some old pictures if you look, but that's just disrespectful and no one should do that. Let's just keep respecting the artists and just enjoy. As someone that is even younger than her, I found it to be really inspiring. Her entire story is really inspiring to anyone, but especially those that are also really shy and introverted. And that's the message that I want to leave at the end of this video. I don't know you, I don't know how is your life going, but I know you can do it. Even if things don't seem like they will work out. Just keep on trying, man. Keep on trying, okay? Bye.